Hi everybody, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to speak to you about what I eat in a day while on my renal diet. A renal diet, if you don't know, is a prescribed diet to someone who has chronic kidney failure, and it involves limiting the amount of phosphorus, sodium, potassium and fluid, there we go, in your diet. I was first diagnosed with this in October of 2016, and the change in the diet was by far the biggest thing I had to experience at that particular time. It was a huge change because it involved substituting and limiting and eliminating a lot of things that had become staples in my diet. So it was, as you can imagine, quite difficult at times. I wanted to make this video because I really do enjoy watching what I eat in a day videos and Food Diary Fridays with Melanie Murphy, and I kind of felt that my diet is a little bit different to other people's diets, and I haven't come across anyone doing this really, and in a way that can be quite lonely and can also be very limiting because you're not getting any new ideas from other people. Disclaimer, I am by no means a dietitian. Anything that I eat, it's been kind of talked about with my dietitian. So if you were a renal patient and you're going through this as well, you know, any suggestions I make are kind of like that. They're suggestions. Always run them past your dietitian, because I really, honest to God, don't want anyone becoming sick or becoming sicker from trying out any of these foods, because what works for me may not work for you, etc, etc. We all know this. Anyway, let's get down to the food, shall we? I had porridge made with water with a little bit of honey, and I had 8 grapes. So I have a dairy allowance and I have a fruit allowance. And I have other allowances, but I'll just stick with the breakfast first. So normally I would have had like Weetabix with milk, but with having the dairy allowance, I chose not to today to use that allowance for my breakfast. So I had porridge with water with the 8 grapes and the honey. The 8 grapes, very specific. It's because I have, again, a fruit allowance, and 8 grapes is equal to half a portion, and overall I'm allowed 2. So this would mean that I can space out my fruit allowance throughout the day, and it means that I'm less hungry at times, and I know I can snack on things. So speaking of snacks, I then, in between dinner and breakfast, I had the rest of the 8 grapes, so that means that I only had 1 portion of my fruit. For dinner, I had a pasta dish, so I had the pasta with garlic Philadelphia, and this Philadelphia is a godsend when you first start. I mean, if I had to recommend a food, or if I had to recommend a food, it would be this, especially when you're starting off, because your cholesterol could be all over the place as well. So this is good for like a butter substitute if you love your toast and things like that. But this is really useful to make in sauces. So for example, if you get the plain Philadelphia and you put it into your curry to thicken it up instead of using coconut milk, it's really, really handy. It's really, really good. I put half a chicken breast, scallions, and I put in some peppers as well into the pasta to kind of like bulk it up a bit. Another snack I had some custard creams with a cup of tea. As I said, I have a dairy allowance, which means that I can't have all the milk in the world, which I dreadfully miss. And I chose this today to have a little bit of extra milk in my tea, so because I have that room to put, I have that dairy room, I should say. For my tea at the end of the day, I had just a plain old turkey sandwich with some wholemeal bread and butter. Very, very simple, basic. It's grand, nothing to write home about. That was another thing that I had to substitute. So like normally I would have had like a ham and cheese toasted sandwich, but now I'm having like a turkey sandwich, and I actually don't mind it at all. Like it's actually quite tasty, and it's quite different. And also, oh my gosh, I nearly forgot, with every bit of those food that I take, I always take a phosphate tablet as well. So for breakfast, lunch and dinner, I each have a tablet with those meals as well. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. That's like really super important. If I had forgotten that, I would have been really sick. That is what I ate today. If you are a renal patient, make sure to comment down below if you have any suggestions for like websites that you found useful, or some recipes, because Lord knows, like, the diet is bland, so it's always good to kind of like share different ideas. If you are a lucky person with 2 functioning kidneys, I hope you learned something new from this video. If you'd like to learn more about a renal diet, make sure to comment down below and give me some feedback, because I don't want to be boring the pants off you, but so let me know what you think. So until next time guys, you've just been clarified, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!